This is the Hot 7 Nightly News.
Good evening. It is Friday, 7th March 2025. I am Daniela Edwin. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We are on Flow Channel 117, Kiss FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, and the Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page. Not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 plug and play antenna. Thank you so much for joining us. Rodney Bay has gotten a facelift from local law enforcement and tourism officials who joined forces to revamp the area, making it safer and more attractive. The project aimed to discourage crime while enhancing the visitor experience.
A major beautification project is underway in Rodney Bay. The Royal Saint Lucia Police Force, RSLPF, and the Saint Lucia Fire Service, SLFS, have teamed up with the Saint Lucia Hotel and Tourism Association. Their goal? To improve the look of the area, curb crime, and create a more welcoming space for visitors and locals alike.
Any incidents of crime and violence in anyone is not good for us. More so even as it relates to our visitors. We know that just like we do leave our country to go elsewhere to enjoy, other countries, to be on vacation, these individuals come over to our country to enjoy its beauty and to ensure that they have a wonderful vacation. And so it's very important for us to safeguard that industry. We know what it does for us, we know what it brings to us from an economic standpoint, and so it is important for each and every one of us to recognize that crime against our visitors should not be tolerated, and we have to do our utmost best as citizens to work together to ensure that we eliminate this threat. The Rodney Bay area, we know we've had our challenges over the years, and so it is why we have partnered with the SLHT through some meetings, and this morning we are here to do a devotion and beautification exercise. This is one of the many projects that we will undertake because we understand how valuable this industry is to us. And so this morning we have persons from the Brazilian Town Council, we have SLHT, we have the Saint Lucia Fire Service, who will be assisting us, and also our officers. Even I myself am on the ground with my superintendent and my ASPs as well. And so we will ensure that we start something that will lead to something even better. We as the Royal Saint Lucia Police Force want to create a safer environment for all people to live in, and this is what we are embarking on today.
When public spaces are clean, inviting, and well lit, they discourage criminal activity. Speaking of the collaboration with the RSLPF, SLFS, and other stakeholders to achieve the debushing and beautification initiative, Chief Executive Officer of the Saint Lucia Hotel and Tourism Association, SLHTA, says that this is the first of a comprehensive plan to improving the area's appeal and increasing the safety of visitors and locals.
We were able to mobilize a significant cross-section of private sector partners, along with representatives of the force and the fire department, to undertake this exercise. I think it's about 1 week after we started the discussion. It is just one phase of a number of other interventions that we have planned to ensure that the whole beautification of the area is not only had currently, but maintained over the coming months and moving into the future, and also to ensure that the private sector starts to play a more active role in being vigilant and monitoring safety and security of guests moving through the area. For the SLHTA, it was a real significant achievement because we were very, very pleased also to have had the support of our colleagues, other colleagues from the private sector, including the Chamber of Commerce, the Manufacturers Association, the Saint Lucia Villa and Villa Association, and the Rodney Bay Homeowners Association and Business Association operating in the area. So we are very excited that today we are seeing significant movement in the discussions that we had last week, and we're hoping in the coming weeks to continue to build on this, moving from strength to strength to solidify that relationship between the private sector and the Royal Saint Lucia Police Force, and to ensure that the needs of the average citizen and the business community are met.
The initiative also aligns with efforts to boost St. Lucia's tourism industry. Rodney Bay is a major hotspot, and officials believe a safer, more appealing environment will encourage longer stays and repeat visits. This partnership signals a proactive approach to both security and tourism growth. Officials say the beautification efforts will continue with plans for regular maintenance and ongoing enhancements. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Stevana Francis.
According to a report from the Office of the Prime Minister, the Northern Division Police Headquarters reconstruction project is making significant progress, and soon police officers will be able to resume operations in a high-quality environment.
I remember saying to the police, before I leave this job, I'm going to ensure that you have better working conditions. I said so, and I delivered it. And I'm very happy that even though it may not be complete, you have one of the most modern police headquarters in the region.
Prime Minister Honorable Philip J. Pierre and his administration remain committed to strengthening law enforcement by providing the Royal Saint Lucia Police Force with the resources they need. A pivotal step in this effort was taken on October 23, 2023, when the government of Saint Lucia broke ground on the long-awaited Northern Divisional Police Headquarters project, an initiative first proposed in 2016. Construction officially commenced on December 1, 2023, and as of March 2025, the $35.9 million project is advancing steadily.
From 2017, you speak about a situation where your men and women and the police force are working in conditions that were not fit for people to work in. I remember coming here in 2021 and visiting the Grosvenor police station and apologizing to the officers for the conditions under which they worked. And from 2017, a government has had that opportunity to improve the conditions of work for these men and women. They refuse to do it.
The Northern Divisional Police Headquarters is being built under a build, own, lease, transfer or both agreement between the government of St. Lucia and NIPRO. According to NIPRO's project service manager, Ms. Ginger Biru, construction remains on schedule.
The site is in two phases. We have administration and we have accommodations. Right now we are at administration, which is where the bulk of the SSU is the SSU, the police, traffic, everybody is going to be operating from. We at, I could safely say, maybe 80 to 85% of the construction of the building. We still have the external works to do, additional electricals, but when it comes to plumbing, conduits, and these things, we are on time. We do have some minor setbacks because a lot of the stuff are coming from overseas, and so we're waiting on that. But all in all, I believe that we're on time. We're set to finish.
As part of its phased development, the headquarters integrates advanced technology to enhance energy efficiency and climate resilience. Designed to withstand severe weather conditions, this modern facility is particularly crucial for St. Lucia, where hurricanes and extreme weather events remain persistent threats.
This structure is built to withstand, I would say, more than a Category 5 hurricane, as well as a higher magnitude earthquake. So I would say that we're getting, maybe you look at it as a solid bunker, all right? So it would be one of the safest buildings in the entire St. Lucia when it comes to stability.
Prime Minister Honorable Philip J. Pierre has stated that upon completion, the new Northern Divisional Police Headquarters will be one of the most modern in the region, offering state-of-the-art facilities to support law enforcement operations.
A silent stand against gender-based violence took place outside Parliament on Friday, March 7, 2025. Organized by the Saint Lucia chapter of the Caribbean Women in Leadership, the demonstration aims to highlight the continued violence against women and push for stronger enforcement of existing laws.
On Friday, 7th March, a silent stand against violence occurred at Constitution Park outside Parliament. The group behind it, Caribbean Women in Leadership, or CIWIL, is a non-partisan and independent flagship networking organization committed to advancing women's transformational leadership and to increase the numbers of women in leadership and decision-making in political and civic life. The Saint Lucian chapter of the Trinidad-based organization is using silence to send a message. They say there's been too much talk and not enough action on gender-based violence. The demonstration follows recent violent murders of women, including death of a man by chopping, that shocked the nation.
As you know, we are celebrating International Women's Day tomorrow, the 8th of March. And on that note, I want to say congratulations to all of our women, empowered women especially. Empowered women empower other women. Let's do this together, and congratulations to all of you. So today, we decided to take a sort of a different twist to the celebrations, and in the middle of the celebrations to actually say that we know that there are cases of gender-based violence that are ongoing, and of course the recent murders that we have had with the passing of Alana and Jolie and what happened in Choiseul and the consequent death of the father of the woman who was involved in that. So we wanted to pay homage to these people and to actually just make a statement by standing in silence to say that we stand in solidarity with that, and that we believe that as a country there should be zero tolerance of violence. And so we chose to be in Constitution Park with the House of Parliament in the background to do this, because we know that the House of Parliament is the seat of power in Saint Lucia, and that is where our laws are enacted. And if we are going to advocate for better conditions for our people, that we need to make sure that we have a support base of our government.
President of the St. Lucia Senate, Alvina Reynolds, stood in support of the efforts of CIWIL as a member of the organization herself. She says that silent demonstration represents a call to action for all to take a stand against violence, not just against women, but against men. Reynolds appealed to victims of violence to speak out and to familiarize themselves with the correct avenues to approach where there exist concerns of violence.
Empowering women means educating them to know where to go for their rights. What is within the Domestic Violence Bill Act, as it has been passed, so we know where to go, who to call if we didn't get the help that we need, the intervention that is necessary in point A. We know where is point B. So it's a continuous process of educating. Knowledge is power. And of course, to feel bold and brave, to know, be persistent. Unfortunately, we hear of cases where people would report and nothing is done. Who else goes with that person, that victim? Who accompanies this person? Oh, you need a whole community. Where to get your community from? To go as a whole community to report. It's not one person sometimes. And I'm saying it to women, if you've gone once and twice as a single person, go to report something, a crime against your person, and nothing is done, don't stop. Find a community. Call, walk up to wherever. There's so many champions around in this small space that I can identify. Find us, find them, find us, and plead your case. And we will stand and we will carry it through. So I'm saying never give up. Never give up.
Also present and standing in solidarity with CIWIL were representatives of the National Community Foundation, who joined the silent stand against violence as a symbolic stance against violence overall and to call for stronger safeguards in every community.
We from the National Community Foundation thought it was important to join CIWIL. We think that it is a powerful symbolic message to really end violence on a whole, but particularly against women and children. And we thought that as a community foundation, that our presence, while symbolic, would send a message that we really do care about the community and everybody's right to feeling safe and feeling like their lives are valued, particularly because of the recent killing that we've had, where we've seen the loss of the lives of two very young women. But in addition to that, I mean, we've seen a rise in the crime and in the nature of the crime, very violent and widespread. So we're talking about impacting the young people and the elderly as well. So, really it is this growing fear that I think the community generally feels. And I think the collective responsibility as a community to say that we really do take a stand and demand better for our society.
Sewell believes the grounds of Parliament is the right place to make such a statement, as it is where decisions that impact women's safety are made. They assert that the silent stand against violence is to appeal to the entire St. Lucian society and are calling on both men and women to stand together in solidarity against all forms of violence. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Stevana Francis.
Still in the first segment of the broadcast, the POV. In observance of International Women's Day, today you shared some words of encouragement to a special woman in your life. Here is what you had to say.
International Women's Day, and I would like to let everybody know that opportunities are what make you who you are. So take on every opportunity that you get and let's see where you end up.
Happy International Women's Day to the staff of the Women's Support Center for the dedication towards the elimination of gender-based violence against women and girls. I would like to encourage the staff with regards to the work that they do and bringing relief to women who are in abusive relationship. Again, be strong, be courageous, and let's continue to do the work that we do best. Thank you.
Happy International Women's Day, and I just want to say something special to my mother. I love you. You're very important to me, and I'm always going to be there, and you're always going to be there no matter what for me, and I really appreciate you.
Happy International Women's Day, and I want to say to all women, continue being the girl boss that you are, and you're doing a good job.
International Women's Day always gives me a moment of pause, because being a woman comes with so many other titles. You're a mother, you're an aunt, you're a sister, and you're so many more things to community at large. You're the mother of the community, and it takes a village, they say, to raise a child. And generally that village was full of grandmothers, grandparents, grand aunts, older people, and mothers, of course. So for today, let's not make it just about today, but about the rest of our lives. And if you know a young person who needs help, reach out to them to help them. Somebody who lives next to you, somebody who goes to school with your child. Somebody always needs something extra, whether it's a book, a pair of shoes, something that a child needs that they cannot get at home. It's our responsibility as adults, as women, to help. So let's reach out as much as we can. One hand touches another today and going forward, to help each other, to build each other up, to show our strength as women who understand the value of life, who understand the value of each other. And let's just try to be gentle, first with ourselves and then with everyone else.
Happy International Women's Day to everybody, and I feel very honored to be here today. I want to wish every single woman out there that just be your best self, and remember, you are a woman, you are strong, you are powerful, confident, and always remember to be your very best every single day.
Want to share your point of view on trending topics in the news? We would love to hear from you. Look out for our reporters or head over to our Facebook and Instagram pages at Caribbean Hot 7 TV. Coming up next, the Ministry of Gender Affairs kicks off Women's Day celebrations with a mix-up, and the Grosley Polyclinic expansion project is said to be progressing nicely. The details to these stories and much more when we come back.